platform way so any yede bro say special prosecutor Martin Amidu resigning every office CCA ya enche na resigning ye no issues bebre na eba bontin a nsem ne drosso amafo bebre ebisa say eba ne same pan ne special prosecutor less than 2 years or no was say for 2018 so omra office embe ejuma no nyama e koso kama ye hu ya ne say wa resigning e dey free officer nienti ene Martin Amidu resigning free officer busuafo enchechemu ni nyina e wa ha say ya adenti e na special prosecutor yesi wa ma corruption e di nesu enkuni ba ansa na e bekọ details for in same way mu no ayit Ghana for say baby awo bia okwado Ghana eduane say ye impugana ye ntoma ye hye chalewa tekura na wafiso behye bia na opa monsen he opesa are upenkuto ni opebia ko om website okọ om website a order chese chiro ni open no eto ho no mo na chiro say ayit Ghana fu emi wa ha say me address ni we ni ade amepe omo de bebro wa chese ubehu say yes musaso asan aka Ghana Agyapa de anase Ghana ye ne panitiko ayit Ghana for website na ko order bibia opebia efi ho na wonsa beka within chese easy cry ma I eat Ghana na you go back to special prosecutor and sense em so nana with details no wo ho nchechemu ni nyina o facts ni nyina wo ho the NTN special prosecutor Martin Amidu was wa resigning every in special prosecutor office on no metiefu ehu ne ekoso ne adwen property a eda ne team odi fa mafo bi asha say blame NPP for say omo na aye ma special prosecutor we free office and okra bi kra wo ma sign it
sisi an sema eba no it clearly says that everything me be kan sisi an Martin Amidu onu ankasa ne nsema waka
nti ne obeka efi wanu ma ba bia ma Ghana for endwen say ye wo sana hu no yemo special prosecutor na nkasa ne kansa
Martin Amidu no nkasa ni mu nsem.
Okay,
according to Martin Amidu, and if this is true per what he's saying in our accounts, then NPP4 they need to stand firm, because me say nema miunu per NMA NDC for losing elections in 2016. The first one was Dumso, the second one was corruption. In 2016 I happened to move around from district to district. I'm here project B, and when anytime I had the opportunity to speak with people, the resentment in them, or Yahweh wo mumu, or more kasakra na, the pain in them, because Dumso as a business. Now you better say Ghana sika to talkers and my side chicks. Ghana sika is spending anyhow on celebrities. Slave queens will need discount
for holidays.
And Ghanaians silently plan the payback for NDC. So NDC for one day they thought say they were going to win. Campaigns are who do any nyama. Yeah, abandon 2 year commercial white. You see, Ghanaians are silent killers. If you see, and whatever you do in Ghana, no, please, Ghana for your show life. Just a single controversy, regardless say if we are citizens, can change the elections.
Sure.
Ghana for Sanamdi Kaka, never nema NDC for Lucy, do so and a corruption. Martin Amidu, let her not the buy no or purchase say, and any per se by this time, or then the resignation letter. Ebeba. What he's saying is that he went through some stress and now resignation if you baby any bedu has say. So Usha, there was I wouldn't say quid pro quo, but there was a menstrual, and I said there was an intention, and he was forced
to resign.
What I say, he was forced to resign. There's a law term that they use lawyers for eta eusu force major. Force major. One of these things is a term which means they are duress. Good. The word is duress. There was a duress involved, which means there was a motive forced from Martin Amidu to stop something he was doing that resulted in this, or to do something he didn't intend to do that resulted in the sacking. Okay. And the letter proved what letter need a one pages. But when you say Pinax nearby, you don't need a church. Now this is what Martin Amidu is saying. He said, it is not his time for him to actually announce his resignation. But he went through a traumatic experience. Such traumatic experience, he went through that from October 20th 2020 to November 2nd 2020. According to him, no, it all started when he decided to bring out a 13-page report and her conclusions on the Agyapa Royalties Limited deal and transactions. Sad deal now or publishing a report because a man for say on yeshi. Na Matinami do tie some or the buy and co-patch say a man for some can radio TV so say on yeshi or empty near the adeno. Akuffo background to me say a one but he takes it in good faith because if you have CBN you have admirers and critics and people who critique you and other critics. So he listens to all of this, and in as much as he is here in his office have been trying to scoop out the corrupt people in government and even out of government, what they knew is that the Agyapa royalty deals, there was something wrong with it. It's even crying on the band, they were not bringing it say ABA, you be arrest you be an ABB. They won't say a publishing report, say they be a government so they can position themselves well if in case the transactions were to what? Move on. It's also this 13-page report, that's from October 20th, 2020 to November 2nd, 2020. Threats, death threats, trauma, and a trauma.
November 22nd May.
Ose
what the October to 12th November now.
October to November 2nd, 2020.
Oh, okay.
We are in November. Are you okay?
2nd November.
Yes, we are in November. And this is 16th November. So 2nd November, Abetrim. Are we good here?
Yeah, we are
good. So, or patch say reports now or the buy, send a man for Hamano, threats, intimidations.
Threats, intimidations.
Because the person who appointed you is an NPP person. So if the person who appointed you is an NPP person, now corruption and course on the government and on the scope. Now we say or no Amidu or you ejuma no ye no obi anhye no ono anaye na ade or you autonomous or the no na nipa person investigating Agyapa royalties deals and all the dubious corruption that underlines this whole deal. Now my feed your master to say say threats or say the threats, harassment and the torture he went through or say one no can say they be Papa Nyashia.
So the question
in 2018, Akuffo Addo had reports and I said the appointment in man. Or say he took it in good faith because he knew say the Act 2017 we say the special prosecutor will act solemnly on his own will. No, it was there and he was going to act on his own will. But and yes, he be a NDC for being a man is investigate NPP. The same thing NPP force to say yeah the waba because you NDC investigate NDC. But send him run kind and yes na office. That is what special prosecutor Amidu is saying.
Okay.
What must say? And based on this, he can't do the work again. So mainly the underlining factor here is the Agyapa royalty deals. And the way NPP for and people around the president a treating when he decided to oust or expose some corruption and cause. You see, let me be clear here. The fact say Akuffo Addo here NPP no or your leader and you be piano be
sure.
The man might have a good intention, but the people around him could be corrupt. What am I saying? You can have a good leader, but the people surrounding him could be corrupt. That is why I gave an example about the corruption, the canker corruption in the Mahama administration. Mahama is a fine gentleman. I've met him. Not said me name and also name, but I've met him at several event grounds. He happens to be a nice gentleman, but maybe the people around him no. Only some mindset of Ghana be ye and ye Ghana ye. Or ye need ye say be oni abe mu a ni generations embre. So that befits the purpose of the purpose and the mandate of the administration. They wanted to set for Ghana and they wanted to make Ghana good. So this is where we find ourselves now. This is the main reason we have more. This is the main reason special prosecutor.
Minim say oba recall Martin Amidu before eba maybe do na as Ghana force won yedwuma no beka say ni office ni laki bibi. and then maybe all I can say some documents be who be here. So be some penny for now. Amoye hu ena so pewe ya ena ye hu ena we kra ye hu ntino from the onset you can never senka onu otimi hu say office no enye adwuma because nipa na ye no na se part ye no mu no o pe document a na ye farmer no intentem na wasenko ye bibi farmer
miniaba bia me kase oyo oba na okwa aware let me be frank with you. If you enter into marriage within the first 6 months you will be able to tell if the marriage will last or not last. And the earlier the better. It's when we are in quick 6 months. Now we say no, me kunu yi no. Asem enya asem.
Wafana asem.
Me fie adwuma ba late. Anya say me adwane wo bibia wo ho. You don't even let me explain say car eti me ko nya accident the pana wa ton sa na wa bomani so. Masa, enye ene no bejai or so na ma chepa o che epa wa chewa onjai. So that little sign should tell you say no. But you know wait give birth to 5 children for him na said unufu na tiegu na also kono what must so the earlier the better. I'm not promoting a friend is a divorce is near there because in Pinax say aware they worry worry internet friend say internet friend say so Osha you can stay inside endure and it will get better and there's no smooth relationship. Mekako say from the onset, Martin Amidu, he could have spared himself all of this shame and embarrassment. He could have spared all of this shame if he knew, say, the things and I say, Nyama, wakadio here, I'll be here, or they be executing the job. No,
I guess will be sad.
It was not there. You need to ask if it be procurement. If you did business, you know, say there's procurement. You don't just go and take money and buy anything because. Special prosecutor is something which is set by the office of the presidency. If you want something, he needs to put it in a form of writing, take it to the procurement officer, and then the people in charge of the procurement in terms of giving them money. Then they'll allocate the resources and they'll give them the money. But if the things are here, if you have access to information, if you have certain rates, if you have subpoena, subpoena. You need to subpoena certain witnesses, certain key witnesses. All of these things, the state is not being cooperative with you. No, from the onset in 2018, I go so ujai. You will not sit there and be accumulating all of this disgrace in the name. Say you don't have the technical equipment and the technical things to enhance or carry on with your duties or discharge them efficiently and effectively. Am I be doing it? And then I will see Ujai. No problem. You can stop 2 years. Now, the premise of a PAD giant is a very big question mark, and with immediate effect, Akuffo Addo needs to bring out an office to investigate what went on. And I said the road to Martin Amidu leaving. Yes. Because for all you know, Akuffo Addo ni moshe. Martin Amidu too might report to Attorney General or also reporting. So there's Bunibeka's bureaucracy. So the president might have a good intention, only moshe, but at the end of the day,
the image,
the people around him, they serve as a stand block to let Martin Amidu carry out his job efficiently and effectively. See, Anoka Agyapa royalty deals, the way they treated him near the other, it's a very big thing because he wanted to investigate NPP, the corruption. You see, there's one of this magazine's theory say he who comes into equity must come with clean hands. What must say? It's no so Akuffo Addo who say want to fight corruption. Then was one kasa one corruption free.
Do you get
what I'm saying? But papa ya ni sema kana a very damaging thing, especially just
few months.
2 weeks in a few months.
21 days was a thing.
3 weeks or so to election. Drop a bombshell. It's a very big thing. And if the way forward we find out say there's more into the Agyapa royalty because one thing also when they say all con he has something and I say he has done investigation into something
or they call
so he can use it to the advantage. to his advantage. Because you see, I know things more can also investigate all the BB back. And a man for a senior crime. In a man for a senior crime, which means the other ban either good into dropping a gun for access no musa no ID
saying and
because already no Osha there's been countless accusations. Akuffo Addo na buy no family and friends.
Agyapa if you Agyapa yati say family and friends near the other.
Me, I'm not a hypocrite. No matter how I might have I have a lot of respect for Akuffo Addo. If corruption is going on in NPP, it was here. And if the president, for one way or the other, he needs to be taken up. He needs to be taken up. I don't care who you are. Corruption the end source because already Ghana for
yeah, bread.
Let's take a crown. Moko inflative figures into it's bad.
Okay.
So my family do know in some all can say he should have, but I'm not focused. He should have stopped long time ago. In time so die long time ago. And
who say any man koji no.
It's a now obey Jai said because
say what also Ghana for so I feel senka obey bibi
the signs were showing. The signs were showing so King Kofi that you investigate it's and I some of the background and say the assistant to say them going to pay
2 years near.
And the last statement I'll make here. Read this last statement. I mean, JCRC. The last statement I'll make here. Reports now. It clearly tells you, say, there is more, and the fight will end. Tia, or see, I'm grateful to every Ghanaian for both the public. I acted professionally out of the discharge of my duties, and my conscience is the anchor of my strength to face any consequences. I'm grateful to every Ghanaian for both the support and criticisms during my tenure. When the real facts of my tenure become well known to the public in the future, history may judge me kindly. Ghana first, Martin Amidu. Into the last statement, there is something.
Okay.
And if there is something, this is where Anas need to go to work. You see, Anas, I don't really agree with him with everything and how he carries out his duties near the other. But I believe, say, this thing and I be saying el course in real time. Say Bronica's a real time. I didn't course no now we general real time. What am I saying? You're seeing the thing in real time. But if I will set it trap be what am I saying? I'm more trapping to see if it's a new dear master. But this thing is going on in real time. Into Anas.
Okay.
What am I saying? Because we know a clear. Japan royalty deals. Not Anas. I didn't not go frame.
Why investigations?
It not go frame say bia secretary bia na say bia obi oye assistant bi.
Tenu bi bia you make documents ni nyina no.
No ohu. No the thing is happening in real time. And no yes say bia set bibi and ebi kura na wine do ni na nyampa ye pese.
But on is saying obey ni saying.
It is happening in real time. This is what we need from Anas.
Okay.
And I believe, say, as time goes, some more will come. Now, remember, this is the side of Martin Amidu. This is not the side of NPP and the government. There's more to come. But Akuffo Addo will immediate effect need to address this issue. And after he addresses this issue, we also need to know more. About henceforth, if me the to me office ni nguno.
Say office name nipa na resign nti I don't think say Ghanaian so
because corruption dey be am so mention for any ade yen na mo yen chiobia iti nguno.
Before answer abeko no one question am person bisa ne say obi be edibeshe ne trimu say ade we de NDC for sha ase say na nsin ye Papa Johnson ne see edun kati ahye so na Martin di Oma one to one pay I resign if you because omo be pay bibi dey tia the ruling party.
Martin Amidu was not the favorite of the two. He was not a favorite of NPP because Ocean stand now. NPP before were like Obefa special prosecutor. I don't know if NPP ni na ultimately investigating corruption at NDC for year. So NPP already not do na and Pinax. Good. And the motive of Akuffo Addo was clear. I'll drop that shell no, and I'll drop that secret. And for NDC, they felt like Martin Amidu.
No,
one ye no call Kimpiski me and the
obenim ya deals bi kura
after the Akuffo Addo ama appointment as a special prosecutor oko
waje
obeyi ama yes kutu wana ne cha na eba so he was not liked by his own party and
NPP.
The NPP itself, and that was the main reason Akuffo Addo took him on Pobi Ebepen asem into China. He's a man of no nonsense, as he actually said in his memo and his resignation letter. What must I say? So the main purpose of Akuffo Addo was not to take something a favorite of the two. He took something which was neutral, and that was the whole thing all along. But at the end of the day, it failed to yield results. Maybe which is so pathetic. But as time goes on, the more details will emanate from this. To me, if there's more into this Agyapa royalty deals, more chain. MOB government for mom investigate. They should to us here. Now that will be bad. You more be able to say no.
One year in Juma.
Oh yes.
So on one Akuffo Addo on Weguna.
Yes.
Assembly.
That's it.
Say I was your phone. The crack run say yeah papa Amidu. So I resigning every year any office special prosecutor no jai. Na minuka say to the Franklin Kujo or the Abase Amidu has been defeated by corruption. Amuchema on one car say about corruption. Asiye tu efiga na obuti corruption. So any corruption no kono betu na say no corruption mumu etu na say e de na hwefo.